Hey guys, what's up? It's your girl Golden Jailene. Welcome back to my channel. I'm trying something new. I'm trying to use the natural lighting in this room. So if the lighting looks a little off, I am really sorry. I'm still trying to figure things out. But yeah, today's video is going to be a review of a new, well, it's not a new foundation, but it's new to me. I just bought this yesterday. This is the Sephora Perfection Mist Airbrush Foundation. I'm pretty sure this is supposed to be a more affordable option for the Dior Air Flash foundation. So this comes in a really cute hairspray-ish bottle. I got the shade Honey. I actually tested the shade Amber on my neck at Sephora yesterday, and it looked okay. It was just slightly too dark, so I went for a shade lighter. Hopefully this looks good. This has 2.5 fluid ounces, and I'm pretty sure it costs $28. The directions say to shake well for 5 seconds before use. It says to cover your hair and close eyes, and hold can 10 inches away from face. Yeah, I'm not gonna do that. I'm just gonna spray this on the back of my hand and apply it with a sponge. So I'm gonna zoom in a little bit. Oh, that's freezing. There's like bubbles in it. We're gonna start blending this out. This is so dark. Okay, that looks like I applied absolutely nothing. Okay, it looks fine. I'm just worried about building it up and it looking very dark. I'm gonna need so much more product than this. Okay. Why is it oxidizing? Do you see that? It's like two different colors. I don't know how I feel about this foundation. I literally feel like it's covering absolutely nothing. I feel like it's starting to cover, but I feel like I need to use so much product. Maybe a sponge is not the best. I'm going to try this e.l.f. I forgot what it's called, but it's an e.l.f. brush, so let's try this again. Okay, a brush is definitely the way to go with this foundation. This color is actually really good. It's slightly pink, but it looks okay. It definitely doesn't have the most coverage. I mean, I can still see every single freckle. It does even out my skin quite nicely. See here, you can still see some of my imperfections right there. That's helping it a little, but like I said, I wouldn't consider this like very high coverage. This is what the foundation looks like. It doesn't have full coverage at all. I would just say it's a light to medium, but this is actually very decent for people who don't need to cover that much. Definitely use a brush. The brush does not, it doesn't even look that dirty, but the brush does not soak up product at all. I'm touching it and I don't have any foundation on my finger, but the sponge definitely soaked up all the foundation, and that's why it wasn't working well. So I'm just gonna let this sink into my skin for a couple of minutes and then I'll be right back. Okay, so it's been like 4 minutes since I, left or whatever, and the foundation still looks kind of shiny. It still feels like a little sticky, but I think that'll go away once I powder. We're just gonna see how my bronzer applies. Looks like it applied really well. For blush, I'm gonna use this Tarte Blush and Flushed. Normally I do set my face with Fix Plus, but I'm not gonna do that because I want to see how the highlighter applies. I'm using the Sun Dipped Glow Kit, and I want to use the shade Summer. Okay, so this is what it looks like now that I'm done with my bronzer, blush, and highlight. My blush did apply a little bit patchy. I don't know if you can tell, but there's like a part right here that my blush didn't stick to. The foundation also did not oxidize. I was really worried it would make me look like super orange, but it didn't. At first it did look really dark, but now it looks fantastic. So right now it is currently like 11 a.m. and I'm going to come back at the end of the night just so you can see how this foundation wore on my face. Hey guys, so it is 9:30. I've been wearing this foundation for about 10 hours. I don't have time to put my camera on my tripod. So yeah, I do apologize if this looks really shaky. I'm just holding the camera with my hand. But this foundation is truly and sincerely amazing. Initially when I put this on, I did not like it at all. It wasn't really showing up, or not showing up, but well yeah, it didn't look like it was showing up on my skin. It kind of just looked like it was disappearing. Also, the color match was not very good, but as you can see, it's a very good color match. Like, it doesn't even feel like I'm wearing foundation. Most of the time when I wear foundation, I feel like I look super cakey, and I feel kind of cakey, and I feel like I'm wearing a mask. But this feels so lightweight on the skin. It doesn't feel like you're wearing anything at all. I am definitely going to repurchase this foundation. I think I might like this one a little bit more than the Too Faced Peach Perfect one because this one does not feel nearly as heavy. So that was it for this first impressions. I hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye. Hey guys, so this was just my first impression. Yeah, my opinion completely changed once I wore this for like a week. Stay tuned. I think it was a really bad idea for me to have done this video the same day that I did a powder first impression. I wore a new powder on top of the foundation, so I decided to try this foundation 5 more times afterwards. And honestly, I think the foundation is only okay. When I first tried it, I thought it was amazing. And I mean, I still think it's a very good foundation, but what turns me off with this foundation and what makes me not want to use it is the spray packaging and the fact that I need to apply like 2 or 3 layers of it. Normally 1 layer of foundation for me is okay, and I just build it up in like some areas like on my cheek, because I have these weird red freckles like on my cheeks, and those are the only places where I really like want foundation. I don't need it, but like that's where I really want it. I only wear it everywhere else because I think it just looks even. It took me like 2 or 3 layers. Like I really had to build this foundation up in order for it to look good. I'm not wearing it right now, actually. By all means, the foundation is not bad. It's very good. I just don't like the fact that you have to use that much product. At least for me, that's how it was working. It was definitely working better with a brush. I don't like that. I hate using brushes for foundation. I only use a sponge. And the reason I do that is because I hate the brush strokes that are left over. I used this brush, and the brush did not soak up product at all, but I had to really pat it in, and by doing so, it left little brush strokes, or marks, I guess that's marks, on my face. Afterwards, I have to go in with the sponge anyway and like get rid of the brush strokes, and that's just too much work for me. I could just use a different foundation that works fine with the sponge. Also, I know that you're technically supposed to spray it on, but that is not, like, no, that's not convenient. That's not ideal. I'm not gonna sit here and cover my hair and my clothes and all of that just to do my foundation. I only do makeup for work and school and like when I go out or something. Would I repurchase this? Maybe, just because it's definitely way cheaper than most drugstore most high-end foundations. The Fenty Beauty one is, I think it's about $10, give or take like $1 or $2 more than this one. This Kat Von D one is around $35 or something like that. And the Too Faced Peach one is also more expensive than this one. So would I repurchase this one before I repurchase any of those? Yeah, of course. It's only $28. Which one would I reach for? This definitely would not be the one that I would reach for. I hope that made sense. I will be using it, but I think I'm only going to be using it for like going out. I'm not going to really be using it for work or school because I feel like this is the type of foundation that would make me late to everything. That's it for this review, guys. I hope you enjoyed this review. If you haven't done so already, please hit the subscribe button, and I'll see you next time. Bye!